Hey, what's going on, guys? So unfortunately I got some bad news. Ontario Knife Company has bit the dust. But before I get into this video, I want to give credit where it's due. I actually got a message and first heard this news from my buddy Matt Culbertson. Him and his brother have been making knife videos for years, watching the channel for years. Just a really nice family, nice guys, and very much know their knife stuff. And he sent me a message. And the message was to a link to a video, and the video was by The Sharpest Edge here on YouTube. So I want to shout him out as well. I watched his video on this. So it's The.Sharpest Edge. All right, and the title of that video is The Sharpest Edge, Ontario Knives closes its doors after 134 years. So yes, so thank you, Matt, and thank you, The Sharpest Edge, for informing me, and now I'm passing it on to you guys. So in Matt's video, actually, he posted a video after he sent me the message, and I'm quoting from a Google search on his video, but it says, Ontario Knife Company has been sold and set to shut down soon. Come July 27th, the Ontario Knife Company's factory in Franklinville, New York, will be shutting down operations, leaving 56 employees out of work and the OKC legacy in question. So what I'm getting from this is that they're definitely closing for whatever reason, I'm sure financial, or maybe they were doing okay, but some other big conglomerate came in and slapped a fat check in front of them, and whoever owns it said, yeah, sure, I'll take that. Because that's what happens. You know what I mean? Or sometimes, like with Cold Steel, Lynn's getting old. I feel like the reason he sold Cold Steel is, he's had his time, and I don't think it's really about the money. I mean, in the end, people have to make a living, right? And if you get a big fat check and your kids are good and your kids' kids are good for a long time, and, who wouldn't do that? But, I think a lot of it has to do with just getting older, wanting to do things. And in this particular case, I couldn't tell you. I don't know why they made the decision, but I can tell you that it is official. They sold the business. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean we won't see the brand or logo anymore. It just means the people who actually made them are gone. Which is very sad to me. So in this video, I actually grabbed one that I was going to do a review on soon. This is one I took camping, which I absolutely love, and one I got in a trade not too long ago. All right, Ontario Knife USA. This is the TAC 1, and this is a fantastic little fixed blade. I've actually been a huge fan of Ontario Knives for a very long time, especially back in the 90s. When you talk about fixed blades, Ontario came into the conversation quite often. It was actually Cold Steel and Ontario. Over the years, many different companies, made very good quality production, fixed blades at an affordable price. And, it's just times change, and I'm not a fan of change. I really am not. I kind of set my ways, maybe it's the older I get, you tend to do that. But anyway, yeah, unfortunately, that's the bad news. If you do see the branding in the future, they could keep it. Maybe it's some Chinese company. Maybe it's a bigger outdoor type company, like what happened with Cold Steel. We don't really know yet. I think the details are up in the air, but what is known is that they are going bye-bye. So if you are a fan of Ontario Knives, all right, and the first thing jumping out of me, of course, to me, like when you say Ontario Knives, there's a couple, classic models, like the Rat, if you like their folders, right? The Rat folders, the Rat 1, Rat 2. People love those. They were like the budget knife back in the day, right? If you like those, grab them while you can, because if they continue to make them, it'll be someone else making them, and more than likely it'll be mass-produced and super cheap, and the quality is just not there, not what it used to be. For me, the RTAC as well. There really are a bunch of different Ontario models that I've been a huge fan of. I want to say the Spec Plus SP5. That was a very cool fixed blade that I had years and years ago. Of course, the MK3 is like a classic design that they've made for years. I can't for the life of me think of it. I want to say the Raider buoy maybe had a big old fat clip point on there. That was super cool. God, the SP53, if you guys remember that, they had a couple machetes. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. They really made a ton of stuff for a very, very long time. It's kind of a surprise. It's kind of like when I found out Cold Steel was, being sold. It's just, I don't know, you take it for granted. It's just a knife company that's there. Like you turn around tomorrow and, maybe Spyderco's gone. Spyderco is just some Chinese knife company at Walmart. you know, or Benchmade, or you know, pick your favorite brand. It's just how it is. Things change, companies come and go. Anyway, here to just pass on the news. If you didn't hear it, now you did. If there are specific models that you think you might miss, or maybe there's a model that you always wanted, now would be the time to grab it, because when it is official and stock gets low or gone, or all these things are discontinued, and who knows what's going to happen. I mean, the name might just go away forever. Because they were bought, it makes me believe it's not like they went bankrupt. They were actually purchased by someone. So I believe that they're just going to use the name and continue to pump out, you know, cheap Chinese stuff, and you know, just basically sell the brand. But you know, mass-produced items, and who knows? Maybe it takes years and years before the quality to drop. Maybe it happens right away. We don't really know. Maybe the quality gets better. I doubt it. Anything's possible, but I think what everyone would assume at this point is that they're probably bought out by a much larger company that's just going to just slap that logo on other stuff. And it's not really what it used to be. It's going to be something new and different, and probably not favorable compared to what we all used to with the brand. So yeah, get them now while you can. Just a shame. Just one of those things. Another one bites the dust. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. Sorry for the bad news. Just wanted to spread this info. So if you didn't know, you know. And so you guys can get in on any models that you might want to pick up before they get harder and harder to find and those prices go up, 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 and up on eBay. So that's it. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.